I'm George McConnell. It's good to be here at Tiny Stage, and appreciate being asked up. So it's good to be here. We'll sing a few. First one's a song that I wrote. If you've ever had a significant other that really likes animals, this song's for you. This song's for you. It speaks from experience. It's called the Dog and Cat Blues. The Dog and Cat Blues. I know my baby loves me. She loves our dog and cats. She's a bona fide animal lover. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But sometimes in the midnight hour, when I'm pitching woo, I hear her in her sweetest voice say, honey, I love you. Oh, what about that? But she's talking to the cat. She has a tiny dog named Fritz. He ain't no Rin Tin Tin. He's cute, but he's been a little bit crazy since the day that I moved in. But he dishes out his sweet revenge when I'm spooning with my gal, and she whispers those sweet nothings in a voice I love so well, oh my Lord. But she's talking to the dog. Sometimes when I've had enough, I want to make her choose. But if I do, it's a lead pipe cinch this old boy would lose. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. I'll embrace our little zoo. Fritz and me, my baby makes three. Don't forget the four cats too. But if I hear I love you late in the midnight hour, I'll just believe it was meant for me, so it won't turn me sour, oh my Lord. If she's talking to the dog, oh my Lord. If she's talking to the dog. I've been in the alcohol and drug field counseling field for about 30 years, and I wrote this song after we lost a lot of our federal monies to drug sniffing dogs. We lost our federal block grant to law enforcement and the drug, so it hurt treatment. So this was my first protest song. The day I saw an old man walking down Trade Street, he had a weathered look upon his brow and a pair of tired feet. Is he looking for a handout or a bottle? Better still, he'll find the best of both worlds down at the Pesto Grill. Well, I wondered what his name was and the place that he hailed from. He may be someone's father, we know he's a mother's son, but to us he's just a loser, no drunk without his fill. But today he'll be a VIP down at the Pesto Grill. Lord, where do all the poor souls go when they draw their last breath? Will they find peace and dignity in sweet eternal rest? But we leave them to their demons without a better deal. just to drown in streams of broken dreams down at the Pesto Grill. Well, they say that some were heroes who fought for Uncle Sam, but the country's armchair warriors don't seem to give a damn. Each day they fight the battle, each time they charge the hill. They'll drink the fruit of victory down at the Pesto Grill. Yes, an old debate still rages, what to do with the have-nots. Are we our brother's keeper? Do they deserve just what they got? While the fearful rush to judgment, enlightened folks will feel that by the grace of God go I down at the Pesto Grill. Lord, where do all the poor souls go when they draw their last breath? Will they find peace and dignity in sweet eternal rest? While we leave them to their demons without a better deal, just to drown in streams of broken dreams down at the Pesto Grill. Church steeples touch the Tar Heel blue here in Charlotte, Carolina. I don't see those steeple people spreading love on trade and trying. But if Jesus walked the streets today, I know he'd find his thrill breaking bread with all the lost souls down at the Pesto Grill. Lord, where do all the poor souls go when they draw their last breath? Will they find peace and dignity and sweet eternal rest? While we leave them to their demons without a better deal, just to drown in streams of broken dreams down at the Pesto Grill. Just to drown in streams of broken dreams down at the Pesto Grill. Always been preoccupied with Civil War history and Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. First time I visited, was quite an I was quite awestruck looking at the ground and reading about what happened there. So over a few years, it's culminated into a song. So the name of this song is just simply Gettysburg. From a sad, divided nation, they came from near and far. 160,000 men trained in the art of war. From the north of Maine to Texas, from the cities and the farms, brave men obeyed their conscience and the country's call to arms. Names like Lee and Longstreet, Armistead and Pettigrew, Hancock, Meade and Chamberlain, if I may name a few. Green fields would run with crimson, it would paint a horrid hue as it mixed with shades of butternut, gray and Union blue. There's a place in Pennsylvania, and it must be sacred ground. You can smell the smoke of battle and still hear the cannon sound. And Lord, I swear that if you listen, the dead can still be heard. on warm summer nights. Voices on the wind at Gettysburg. On the first day down from Cashtown came the corps of A.P. Hill. He met with Buford's cavalry, fought with nerves of steel. Buford got some help from 3rd Corps. Black hats would dot the line, but their iron ranks were shattered by some boys from Caroline. But the Yankees found the high ground. It was a rebel price to pay. Longstreet tried to turn their flanks upon the second day, and screams would fill the valley as the rifles spewed their flames. But the blue line stayed unbroken. Just ask the boys from Maine. There's a place in Pennsylvania, and it must be sacred ground. You can smell the smoke of battle and still hear the cannon sound. And Lord, I swear that if you listen, the dead can still be heard. On warm summer nights, voices on the wind at Gettysburg. On the 3rd day, Lee would muster up a fierce and final strike. He would hit the Union center with all his rebel might. About 12,000 men would charge, some bloodied from before. Their target was a clump of trees. They'd give their all once more. Peter gave the nod to go. There was sorrow on his face. He knew this desperate charge would need the help of higher grace. There were rebel yells and glistening blades, but it wasn't meant to be. Hancock turned the southern tide, and they all made his story. There's a place in Pennsylvania, and it must be sacred ground. I can smell the smoke of battle and still hear the cannon sound. Lord, I swear that if you listen, the dead can still be heard. On warm summer nights, the voices on the wind, from McPherson's Ridge to the Devil's Den, all the round tops, I can feel the chill. Still hear Lincoln's voice on Cemetery Hill at Gettysburg, at Gettysburg, at Gettysburg. The name of this song is Fortunate Man, Fortunate Man. Time takes no prisoners, it's true what they say. My waistline exploded, my hair is turned gray. I'm a couple steps slower than the last time I ran, but I know I'm a fortunate man. I still wear the scars from old battles I faced. I won some, I drew some I lost in disgrace. But the wins and the losses don't define who I am. Lesson hard learned by a fortunate man. But I'll shout from the rooftops and ring all the bells. Like my old man, I'll revel in the stories I tell. I'll break out the best bottle and I'll pour a wee dram, and I'll drink to the fortune of this fortunate man. When a man rounds the corner, these signs may appear. Hair lost on his head starts to grow in his ears, and a firm derriere that once dazzled and teased droops down to the back of his knee. And as if we needed more to know we ain't what we were, all the pretty young ladies start calling us sir. When did I become a connoisseur of brand? Just a few ponderous points from a fortunate man. But I'll still shout from the rooftops and ring all the bells. Like my old man, I'll revel in the tall tales I tell. I'll break out the best bottle and I'll pour a wee dram, and I'll drink to the fortune of this fortunate man. Well, when it came to women, I've taken some falls. I worked on myself, I tried to learn from it all. God sent me an angel, she was sure worth the wait. See, when love comes, it's never too late. God blessed me with 2 sons, I'm so proud to see that they've grown into young men much better than me. Lord, keep them all safe in the palm of your hand. Just a prayer from the heart of this fortunate man. So I'll shout from the rooftops and ring all the bells. Like my old man, I'll revel in the tall tales I tell. I'll break out the milk bottle and I'll pour a wee dram, and I'll drink to the fortune of this fortunate man. Yes, I'll drink to the fortune of this fortunate man. When I was younger, this song will talk about it, but my rite of passage was taking karate from a little dojo in the Mill Hill of Belmont, North Carolina. And so the name of this song is the Mill Hill Dojo. So if you can imagine, a lot of Southern guys in karate, sometimes they mix, sometimes they don't. But anyway, here's the story. All right. Running round this old mill town, I was 13 years of age, searching for my rite of passage as childhood slipped away. Got my start in the martial arts, and the place I made my stand was down at the Mill Hill Dojo, where the boy became a man. In the fold of kindred souls, sparked by a sacred bond, Master Adams taught us well the art of Judo Kwan. We were wed with blood and sweat most each and every night. Man, hated the kata, but son, I love to fight. Down at the Mill Hill Dojo, we would paint a masterpiece. The dojo floor was the canvas, the brush our hands and feet. We used to speak some Korean with a crazy southern drawl. That's how we roll. That's how we roll at the Mill Hill Dojo. Like old school men, we sparred back then with no safety kicks or pads. Skill and control were all the protection that we had. When we went to tournaments, we fought with Belmont pride. You could hear opponents groan when the Mill Hill boys arrived. Years have passed, the time goes fast, my hair is thin and gray. But I'm filled with gratitude when I think about those days. Thankful for the people, lessons learned and for the art. I hold all those sacred memories deep within my heart. Down at the Mill Hill Dojo, we would paint a masterpiece. The dojo floor was the canvas, or brush our hands and feet. We used to speak some Korean with a crazy southern drawl. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll at the Mill Hill Dojo.